Welcome to Murder Tales Shorts, thrilling, chilling true crime at its bloody best. I'm Lloyd. Today we have another true crime tale taken from the pages of the Murder Tales Love and Murder trilogy. When veteran journalist and housewife's favourite, Richard Madeley, was asked which interview he was most proud of, many expected him to say the world-exclusive interview he'd conducted with O.J. Simpson after his acquittal. Instead, he picked the interview he conducted with suspected murderer Mitchell Quy. Mitchell and Lynsey Quy met in 1995 and married after knowing each other for just 6 weeks. Lynsey admitted she was marrying not out of love but out of desperation, as she was pregnant with another man's child. The relationship quickly became violent. Coercive control was regularly used, and Mitchell Quy took to raping his wife. Lynsey was last seen alive by her mother on Sunday the 13th of December 1998. But Quy had so isolated Lynsey from the rest of the world, she wasn't reported missing until February 1999, and this wasn't by a family member, but by social services who had become so concerned by her sudden disappearance. Mitchell Quy told the police that Lynsey had cruelly left the family on Christmas Day. There followed a 2-year game of cat and mouse between Mitchell Quy and the police. Quy became addicted to the publicity the case attracted. He appeared on chat shows and even allowed a documentary film crew to follow him around. All the time he kept saying Lynsey was alive, and he regularly saw her being driven around Southport in a black Mercedes. Quy was so full of hubris that at Christmas 1999 he sent Detective Superintendent Jeff Sloan a mocking Christmas card. Along with the card, he sent a bottle of Just for Men hair dye, telling the Detective Superintendent that this was to cover up all the grey hairs he'd given him during the investigation. By June 2000, DS Sloan had discovered 2 important facts. In December 1998, Lynsey had started divorce proceedings, and she had also discovered that Mitchell Quy had been cashing her gyro checks. DS Sloan believed Lynsey had confronted Quy about this, the argument had escalated, and it had led to murder. DS Sloan arrested Mitchell Quy on nothing more than circumstantial evidence and his theory. Nevertheless, when held in the police cells, Mitchell Quy found the pressure too much, and he finally broke down and confessed. He stated that he and Lynsey had argued about the stolen gyro checks, he had lost his temper, and he had throttled Lynsey to death. With the help of his brother Elliot Quy, Mitchell Quy had then dismembered Lynsey's body, placed her in plastic bags, and dumped her on some waste ground round the back of Southport Pleasureland. In January 2001, Mitchell Quy was sentenced to life imprisonment with a minimum of 17 years. For a more detailed analysis of this fascinating case, you should read Murder Tales Till Death Us Do Part, available exclusively from Amazon. And don't forget to subscribe to the Murder Tales podcast. Till next time, don't have nightmares.